Thousands of Okanagan families and farms get their water from wells, but nobody knows for certain just how much groundwater this region has.
I think groundwater is always tough to appreciate or understand just because it's underground and not seen.
The Okanagan Basin Water Board is drilling 15 wells across the Okanagan to monitor groundwater supplies.
We know very little about groundwater, and that's a big problem for us, because how can you plan to be putting in new neighborhoods or to be expanding your water systems if you don't know how much the resource will deliver?
Aquifers can dry up if too much water is taken out of them, so the Water Board wants to be able to monitor the water table.
It makes sense that future development is planned knowing where we have groundwater that's limited. It's just one more piece of information that planners and developers can use to be able to make good decisions.
Parts of the Okanagan have lots of groundwater. Some irrigation districts have wells that provide a plentiful supply of water to entire neighborhoods. This test well is in Joe Rich, a rural community east of Kelowna. Workers had to drill through about 130 meters of bedrock before they hit a steady supply of water.
So it's in about a gallon a minute, gallon and a half a minute.
That doesn't sound like very much.
No, it doesn't sound like very much. It's a manageable volume though. But as far as being a lot of water, no, you need to manage it.
Many rural property owners in the Okanagan depend on similar wells for their water.
That's not unusual at all. At our house, we get 1.5 gallons per minute. One of the residents just very close to here gets 1/3 of a gallon per minute. So you really are careful with water use. You don't put the washer and the dishwasher on at the same time.
The spring runoff that replenishes Okanagan reservoirs and lakes every year also recharges our aquifers. A dry summer can cause wells to dry up, just like the reservoirs. The new test wells will allow the Water Board to get a better idea of just how much groundwater the Okanagan has and how it should be managed. In Joe Rich, Barry McDivitt, CHBC News.